All right, get your kitchen chairs, get your free weights. We're going to warm up, but this is going to be a little differently. Okie dokie. I think you can see me. My dogs are fighting over a bone. So you'll see him have it, then she'll get it. Anyway, here's our kitchen chair, y'all. Okay. First of all, put your hands on your chair and just go back like that and then come back up. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing a lot of walking back and forth, which is good, I'm going to do movement related things to what we're going to be doing in our class, if that makes sense. So hands on the chair, step back, roll to your heel, come back in, step up, push out and out. Okay, so it's forward and side, back down, step out and step out, full body load, push the butt back, and just drop your shoulders so that you are protecting your shoulder. When you come back in here to step in, press your heel down until you feel the stretch. Then step back in, do a tiny little loading squat, and then come back up. Point forward, point to the side. Bring it back in. Come back down. Step back with one leg, roll into the heel. And notice whenever I'm doing this first move, I'm not going away from the chair with my upper body. I'm keeping my shoulders over my wrist. Okay, so notice that. Then come back in and come back up. Take both your hands, come in together, open, go behind the head and behind the head. Open your chest. Drop your shoulders, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Come back in. Now go right back to that chair. Step the foot back. Push into the heel. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Then you step back in. Step back out without standing this time. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. Drop into the heel. Okay, then you step back in. We're going to do that one more time. Drop your shoulders. Step back. Roll into the heel. Take a big deep breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Step back in. Step back. Drop the heel. And then step back in. Now we're going to go away from our wrist. And how are we going to do it? We're going to hang on to the chair. We're going to step back and step back. Then we're going to just press our whole body back. Okay? Keep your chin tucked. Keeping your chin tucked. Breath. In through the nose. Give yourself a chance to loosen up those joints and to start oiling the joints, okay? Then we're going to take and just press our hand out, our hand out. We're going to step forward and back, bring them back in, forward and back. So we're doing kind of what they refer to these days as flossing your joints, okay? So we're going to do it this way, and then we're going to get down, back to the chair. See how I'm just stepping forward just a little bit, okay? Stepping forward just a little bit. Keep your elbows right under your armpit, okay? Good to see you guys. It's a snowy day here. And come back. So you just do that a few times. Now we're going to go back to the chair, and I'm going to put my knee down. See, I'm going to act like I got to get down in the floor to pick something up. Okay, basically. This knee is right here. Okay, so yeah, we're warming up some of the very muscles that we're going to be doing some weight lifting with. Now, if that bothers you to put your knee down, always you can use your pillow under your knee, okay? This is my replaced knee and it's not bothering me because I have carpet here, but it might you. So we're gonna step out here and we're just gonna lean into the chair. See that? So this is an assisted warm-up stretch, okay? And when I say stretch and warming up, I don't mean we're using that as our, warm up, because the best thing is to just get your muscles going. I'm not doing a hard stretch right now. I'm loosening, okay? So here I am using my chair as an assist. I'm right here on my knees. I'm gonna take and put my foot to the other side. See that? I'm gonna step out. Now I'm gonna lean into the chair just to open up those hips, okay? So that's the purpose of this. Keep your rib cage up, keep your chin tucked, and your shoulders down. Now I'm ready to go right on down. Now I want to push my rear end back, and I'm just touching the chair with my chin. Then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to come back up the same type of way. I'm going to go right here. See that? I'm going to press on the chair, and I'm going to come up. Okay? Now, we're not done yet. Stay with me, okay? Don't just stand there and think, oh, I'm not going to do all that. It's too complicated. No, it's not. This is part of you keeping your independence, okay? Do this with me. I'm going to do the whole thing with you. We're getting loosened up, warmed up. Here's the chair, okay? I'm going to come down to one knee. If that bothers you to be on your knee, use the little pad. It's a little assist under your knee. Once you have your knee out here to the side, you're going to open this. How are you going to do that? You're going to lean into the chair. See that? Keep my chin tucked. Then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to put that knee down. I'm going to bring the other knee up. See that? Here's my chair. Okay, here I'm going to go. I'm going to push my hips forward, and I'm dropping in here, opening up all my adductors, all the front part of my hip. Oh my goodness. This helps so much. Just go through this movement profile, okay? So once I've come down, now I'm going to go ahead and get up. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to press down on my chair. Tighten your tummy. Press down, tighten your tummy, and you're ready to go. So here I am. Then I'm going to do my first, you can call it a squat. You can call it a sit to stand, whatever you want to call it. Use your chair to help you get stronger and functional. Just by doing this, just by doing this, and just by doing this, okay? So we're finishing our warm-up right now. So I'm right here, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna act like I'm gonna lead the choir. My legs are wider than normally, okay? We're gonna do a sit to stand, but we don't stand. So see what I'm doing? I'm starting to get these warm. I'm wanting to floss movement through the knees, through the hip. See, I come up just a tiny bit, right there. Big breath, right there. And when you go to stand up, keep your chin tucked. Big breath, exhale. Come up just a little bit. Come up just a little bit, just like that. Just a little bit. Take a breath. Come up. 2 more. Here we go. 1 more. And come up. How'd you like that? Pretty good? Yes, pretty good. Okay. Here's your little pad. I'm going to use that. Okay? Right there. And I would use the lower bench, but I know a lot of you don't have that. So I'm going to use this with you. Okay, now I'm gonna load. So I've been working to get warmed up. So now I'm gonna start and be ready because I'm gonna go up in weight pretty quickly, okay? So I'm gonna step up just like that. I'm gonna step down and I'm gonna keep one leg on that 2-inch height. Now, let me warn you, when you step up, I don't want you to lock your knee. That's number one. Try it on both sides. See how that feels. Step up where you're just gonna release your foot. You don't even have to bring it into a tap if you don't want to. Just bring it off the ground. See that? In order to get that lift, 2 inches, you got to put pressure right here. I want it to be positive pressure. I don't want it to hurt your knee. So I want you to bring and push your butt back. And then when you step up into this higher plane, because you're stepping up on your little 2-inch pad, here's the warning. If you're following me, you have weights in your hands. Number one, that right there is going to cause you to have to do something different if you start to lose your balance. Okay? Be prepared. Bend and just press to a full height, those 2 inches. See how I'm just tapping down? I'm going down and up, down and up. Yeah. So I'm doing my body weight here. And I've picked up a 6 and a 6. So for me, that's like a lighter weight. So it's whatever you can deal with. Okay, see what I'm doing? So I'm pressing into that foot, and it's only a 2-inch dip, but I am working that front leg. Okie dokie. I hope you're getting it. Okay, just about 3 more. Take a big breath. In through the nose. 1 more. And come down. And come down. Okay? Now you should have started feeling a little bit of a, oh, I'm using that muscle type feeling. Okay, not really a burn, but you can feel it. So turn it out, let it recover, bring it back, put your other foot right up there in the middle, okay? And here I am. I keep one foot down on the floor, and I'm gonna step up as if I were going to not have pressure on the back leg. Now, I'm doing it this way because I want you to keep a kickstand in this foot so that if you do lose balance, and you gotta understand, anytime you do a one-legged stand, whether it's on the floor or whether it's on a pad like this, it's gonna throw you. It's supposed to, okay? So it's just like this. Okay, and I'm gonna try to stay in that move. See, just like that. Take a big breath, straighten that leg, don't lock it, but it's gonna throw you. But it's only 2 inches, so get used to putting that kickstand down, okay? Keep your shoulders down, take a breath in through the nose, just press, press. Yep, keep it going. We've just got a couple more. Take a big breath. And if you've had joints replaced, as I have, you're gonna feel differently on one side versus the other. But you wanna use those muscles nonetheless. You gotta keep those muscles around that joint working, okay? So what this whole workout thing is, especially if somebody comes in on the YouTube, step down, is to work those muscles around those joints to add real strength work to your body load. so that you can get that all important bone and muscle regenerating. Here we go. Tap right there. Tap right there. You see that? I'm going to go wide. I'm going to come like this. Tap and turn. I'm going to come like this. Tap and turn. Okay? So it's a bending. So when I go into a hip hinge, I'm going into, a lot of times I'm going into my heels pretty good. Okay? And I'm just going to do a little tiny, with a lightweight turn. So you go down, up and turn, down, up and turn. So this kind of motion with a light hand weight. It's very important that you keep in good neutral posture because I'm putting a turn on there. See that? See that? Okay, this is very important for your vertebrae to get moving. So this is very, very doable if you'll use a lightweight, if you'll be very conscious about how you're coming up and how you're going down. Take a big breath through the nose. This helps your spine to do that movement that people sometimes, you might be doing any kind of, I don't know, some people look at a lot of these fitness things online, etc. And they're using these terms flossing. And that's actually what it's trying to do to all your movable parts, your joints especially, is you're trying to help circulation of your body, get rid of a lot of the gunk that builds up, that makes you stiff, and it's trying to warm your joint up. That's what flossing is. That's all it is. And what right now, the way I'm having you do this, you're not only doing that through the shoulders, you're doing it through the elbow, you're doing it through the knee, you're doing it gently through the hip, but you're doing it through the vertebrae, and you didn't even know it. Take a big deep breath. So we did it quite a while. So I'm going to come back in right here. Big deep breath. Yes. And I'm going to step up on the pad again. But this time we're going to shake it up a little bit. We're going to bring these arms right here. Okay. And we're going to go like this. I'm going to come back down. Now, I want you to try this. Because now instead of coming up only like this, we're going to pull, we're going to come up, and we're going to step out here and tap. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to come down, okay? So number one, you have to use your grip, right? So that means drop your shoulders, get your shoulders and your neck in the right position, pull that chin in, okay? I'm going to come right up here, and then I'm going to come right here. See that? And I'm going to come up with my back leg, and I'm going to come over here and tap it down. So that's a different movement pattern. Bring it back down. Release your hands. Anybody who's had shoulder issues, if this gives you a bit of problems, don't just say I can't do it. Put your weights down. Number one, do it with no weights. Number two, if you still are thinking I want to use weight, then when you bring it up here, when you get ready to come like this, drop your shoulders and don't go so high. So you just go here and then come down. Now, if you can come up here, great. And then come down, that's great. But choose your modified version, the one that's going to help you the most. So why am I having us do this kind of a thing and go through the trouble of just doing this funny little side step? Why am I doing that? Number one, you got to mix your brain up a little bit. I know some of us already have it mixed up, but we're going to do it some more. That's number one. Number two, when you come up here like this, and then you go like this, okay, you're attacking that upper middle back. Then you pick that leg up and you go from here to here. Oh my goodness. Now you're talking hip. Now you're talking middle to lower back. And we're trying to help ourselves stay in a really good alignment in order to accomplish that. So if you just will work with a moderate or a light weight and do some of this movement patterning, just do it. If you stand there and look at this, you're thinking, oh, that's too easy. Why doesn't she do something more, hard for me? Listen, it's hard enough if you will just follow with me, okay? So here I am. See, I'm up here on the pad. It's only 2 inches. I'm gonna bring the weights up. I'm gonna say chin tucked, shoulders down. I'm gonna raise those arms, okay? Then I'm gonna get my balance. I'm gonna bring the foot up and step over and up and step back and bring those arms down. Do it one more time. Come up, well, more than one more time, and step over. Big breath. I just said one more time to trick any of the slugs that are out there to doing this. You're supposed to be laughing right now. Here we go. Breath, over and back, over and back. Here we go. Over and back, over and back. Bring it up, over and back with the leg. Bring those elbows up and come back down. Big breath. And come back down. Keep your knees soft, don't lock it. Stay with me, one more, here we go. And back down. Yay. Okay, now we're gonna really shake it up. I'm gonna put my weight down. I'm gonna crank this up to 15. But only 1, okay? So pick up 1 weight, but make sure it's pretty heavy, okay? Pretty heavy. Yeah. So now I'm going to just rest it on my thigh there. I'm going to lace my fingers together. See that? Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Don't be scared to pick up a little heavier. This is not any heavier than Nancy's suitcase. Okay. Sorry, Nancy, I saw you on there. I'm getting you ready to your trips. This is a 15-pounder. It could be a kettlebell, but this is a free weight because most of you have these, okay? So do you see what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? I'm going to a bent knee. I'm saying rib cage up. I'm not throwing this. I'm not swinging it. I'm lifting 15 pounds with both hands, just as if I was chopping wood. Yes. So now stand straight. Now soften your knees. Push your butt back. Okay. Now we've gone side to side several times. Now I'm going to let it just drop straight down. So you're going to go wide. Your feet are out. They just naturally go out a little bit. Make sure your knees follow your feet. Okay. I'm going to go act like I'm going to put this big old 15-pound suitcase down, but then I'm going to pick it back up. 15 pounds. Now you could have picked up the 18 if you're there. That's fine. Okay. Take a big breath. The knees, the butt's going back just like a hip hinge, but those knees are tracking over the foot. I go down and I tap it. Then I come up and I squeeze my butt right there. Yes. Here we go. Push. Go all the way down. Keep your chin tucked. Drop your butt. And come back up. Squeeze the rear end. Okay, 2 more. Just 2 more. Here we go. Do not let your head go lower than your hips. Okay? I talk about that a lot because a squat is pretty central to loading the human machine. So you better get this right, okay? Because this ability to bend like we are bending right now, and if that giving you, if for some people, I may start and have them just go to here, see, and then back up, depending on what their issues are. If they have clearance to move and to move carefully, then I'll do some kind of form of a squat. Right now we're doing a centrally loaded, a weight loaded squat, okay? So when you're getting about here, do not continue to take your head down. Bring your butt down. Yes. Down a little lower. Now press through those heels and come up. And now squeeze the rear end, okay? Take a big breath. One more time. Here we go. Bring it down into the heels. Really push into the heels. A little more down with the butt. And then come back up, okay? Now we're gonna do that cross work. But instead of coming here, see this? Instead of doing that, we're gonna go from here and go down, all right? So you're gonna go down here, bring it central, down here, bring it central. So yeah, you're primarily on both feet, but when you go to one side, you're gonna push harder on that side. That's just, you know, the way we work, even though you try to stay pretty central. Take a big deep breath, tap. Make sure you're not taking your arms, your shoulder, your head lower than your hips. Really work at that. Breath, come back. Breath, heels, come back. Breath, get that butt down, get the butt down, keep your chin tucked. Come back, take a big breath. Just a couple more, we're almost there. Here we go. Breath, down, breath. Okay, now you're gonna take this 15-pound weight for me. You're pulling with both arms so you can pick up a little heavier. Now you're gonna start right here, see at this hip, and you're gonna act like you're stirring a pot, okay? So this might come naturally to some of us. That's supposed to be a joke. Take a big breath, drop your shoulders. Breath into the nose, here we go, reach. Now here's the deal, y'all. Some of you that are not paying attention to your alignment, see, I still have the same stance, very wide, my toes are out just a bit, my shoulders are down. Okay, when I go to do this stirring action, I do not lean forward. I do not, because this is crucial to core strength and core endurance. You see what we're doing? See, I'm taking, and one of the best ways to ensure that you don't overlean, seriously, is keeping your shoulders down. They have to be down in there. I call it locked and loaded, okay? Because then when you stir around, you're gonna get stronger in your core. Yeah, you're gonna get stronger in your shoulders and your arms and all that, but your core, see, I'm going one way, take a breath, drop the shoulders, go the other way. Drop your shoulders, go around. So if you want something that would be very effective in strengthening your core, this would be one of them, because I have to really think about holding my position here as I do this circular motion with this very heavy weight. Drop your shoulders, come back around. Breath, drop your shoulders, come back around. Breath, drop your shoulders, come back around. Okay, now we've been hesitating. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 in one direction without hesitation. Do it with me or hesitate, whichever you need to do. Here we go. 1, 2, don't lean. 3, and go the other side. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders down. Yeah, now go down, 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 down. Release the weight. Open the hands. Big breath. Now put your hands right here on your butt. Now push your butt down a little bit. Go into your heels. Go into your heels. Go into your heels. Take a big breath and come back up. Yeah. I can tell everybody loved this one. That's your favorite one, isn't it? I know. Okay. You held and picked up a pretty heavy weight. You should be feeling it in your hands, right? Okay. Don't step on your weight. Move it out of the way and go back like this. Because what were we just doing? We were doing a very wide, open stance, right? With our feet out. So come back in here and go to a split stance, but then go behind your front leg, okay? Now again, be ready, because when I go from that kind of a stance that we just did to then asking you to do this kind of a stance, your balance is going to be challenged again, okay? Be ready for it. So number 1, rib cage up, brace, shoulders down. Got it? So I'm right here. I'm going to step behind, just like that. And I'm going to pull my fingers back, pull my fingers back. See that? So it's a great recovery. Step behind, pull, pull, push, push. Yeah, just like that. Take a big deep breath. Okay, we're going to do one more central load with this big weight here before we put it away. Number 1, make sure that you have a chair, a wall, a table, a counter, somewhere where you can put your hand on it, okay? Okay, so do that for me. Now, I'm getting ready to stand up into this little platform, but here's what I'm gonna do. I find the middle of the platform. Let me move back a little bit because I think you can probably see it better if I move back. There, how's that? I'm gonna move to the side, okay, with this, because even though this is only 2 inches, I got a heavy weight here and I'm countering it. See, I'm not going central right now. It's right here. Be mindful that you don't give in to this. Keep your shoulders in symmetry. So there's the foot right there. And I'm just gonna rest this leg right here. See this? On my toe. Do you see what I'm doing here? That's all I want you to do is raise your heel with a very straight leg. Now, I've got my 15 pounds over on this side. You want to put the midfoot right at the back of the pillow. Touch the floor with your heel. Okay, rib cage up. Make your shoulders in symmetry. Have your chair here if you need it. Don't utilize the front, this leg. It's just there. Okay, as a matter of fact, if I wanted to turn this into a really big challenge, I would say just do this and then go up, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, it's very difficult to keep your balance. So see what I'm doing? What am I working? My whole frame, number 1, but I'm really squeezing that calf. Woo! Right there, right there. Breath, breath, breath. Yeah, push into the midfoot, what some people might refer to as the ball of the foot. Yeah, push right into it. Keep your legs straight. This will not work if you're bending that knee. Keep it straight. You're just pressing, you're pushing with that calf. When you think you can't do it anymore, do one more and then step off. See that? Yay. Okay, now switch your hands. Okie dokie. Switch your hands. And see, I'm taking the time to move my little chair. Okay, now I'm gonna put this foot back here. All right, I'm gonna just barely step on the front. But where the weight load is happening is in the other leg. The leg where the heel is on the floor. So this is hardly on my pillow. It's hardly there. This is barely here. Okay, keep your shoulders in symmetry, meaning a straight line. Breath in through the nose. Now I want to really push into the ball of that foot, all the way in, contract that calf. Okay, if you're putting too much pressure in the front leg, you only have this leg here as a kickstand. You're not using it for your weight load, okay? So see, I'm really working that calf muscle right now. Woo! Take a big breath. So I have a lot of people, hopefully, that has found this workout or my station, if it's a YouTube-y thing, because if you have joints replaced, if you've had significant knee injuries, ankle injuries, foot injuries, back injuries, by virtue of that, you are weaker in your calf. You're weaker in your thigh. Yeah, you can't do the typical stuff that you see put out there for working out. That's why it's just a little different. Working out with me, because I'm doing the stuff I need to do as a multiple joint replaced person, okay? I can tell you my calf can't take much more. Take a big breath. In through the nose. Really push into the ball of the foot. Yeah. Okay, now step back. Now step back. Now we're going to put our weight in our holster. And we're going to be picking up a kind of a medium weight in just a second. But before we do that, we're going to use our little chair. Okay? Do you remember our warm-up? Those of you who were with me in the warm-up. The slugs came on later, so you didn't get this, did you? I won't mention any names. I saw you popping on. Okay. Okay. One of them is chewing gum. Okay. Hands on the chair. Step back. Do you remember this? Yeah. I did this as part of our warm-up. Okay. So what should you notice about this kind of a movement patterning? What are you noticing? What I want you to notice is not that I'm just putting my foot out and I'm dropping my heel to get a stretch, but I am not displacing my weight load, my body weight load from here. See that? I'm keeping my shoulders down is the point. You see that? Take a big deep breath and a big deep breath. It looks like something happened. Is everybody doing good? I don't know. I think so. I hope they're still on. Okay, so I'm right here, pressing into the heel. See that? And I just come up, step in, and come back. Come up, step in, and come back. So we're working all our muscles, and we're working a lot of core muscles today, but I'm really pushing the calf, okay? So take a few minutes to really work through the bottom of your foot. Take a few minutes here with me to go into that calf, and now we're gonna go into the Achilles and a muscle called the soleus muscle, right under the calf muscle. Bend the knee a little bit, but try to keep your heel down. That's when you're going to hit the soleus. And now we're not done with our workout, so we're just doing a little recovery work here. So bend the knee, press it down, and then come back. And come back up. Big breath. Okay, right here. So what are we gonna do? We've done this one many times, but we're gonna have some pretty heavy weight loads here in just a second. So I'm gonna step and I'm gonna sink. See that? So I'm gonna come right here, make sure I can move around. If you want to make sure that you have something in case you get off, see, you can put your hand on a chair and steady yourself. Mac, go lay down, you're right in the way. My dog is standing here looking at us. Come here, Mac. Come on, come on. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna step and we're gonna sink, just like that. Bring it back in, get ready. So the leg that you step with, that's the leg that sinks. This leg stays straight. Okay, this is gonna call forth a lot of back and core. The minute we pick up those weights, which we're gonna do. Okay, drop your shoulders. You're gonna step as far as you feel you want, but you're gonna bend this leg and keep this leg straight. And as you further sink, do not take your knee way out over your toe. Push your butt back like that. And that's when you're gonna get into the groin muscle. Okay, you ready? One more time. Here we are on the other side. Step, sink, and push the butt back until you feel this all-important stretch right there. Okay, and then come back in. Yay. I'm gonna pick up a medium heavy weight. Whatever that is for you, that's what I want you to pick up. So, for me, right now, because I'm gonna do some, arm type tasks. This is a 12 and this is a 12. That's what I have, okay? So we're gonna put this whole movement pattern into arm work, core work. Are you ready? Big breath in through the nose, step a little, not too big, because now you have weights, right? Your toes are pretty straightforward on this, all right? I'm gonna hip hinge, I'm coming right into here, and I'm just gonna pull my shoulders back and pull these right to my deltoid, see? It's an elbow pushing back. So stay down, keep your back very extended, and then just go press. Just press right to the front of your arms. Rest, one more. Come back to center. So this was my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. It doesn't hurt it one bit. Okay, so I'm gonna press down, I'm gonna do a second set. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Breath, tight tummy. Breath, exhale. Woo, inhale. Right there. Right there, one more. And then come back up. Nice. Take a big deep breath. Shoulder width. Push your butt back. Come right down here like this. And then push those elbows open. So I'm going to turn. See? Push. 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 Stay in your heels. Keep your chin tucked. Push. 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 And push. And come back. Big breath. Yes. Now we're going to take that wide stance again. Wider stance. We're going to bring both of the weights together. And we're going to put them right at the feet of the side of the foot. Or I'm talking about you're going to the side and you're placing your weights right down there at the toe. See that? So this is a real life task. You're out doing landscaping, gardening. You're picking up stuff. You're picking up a kid. How are you going to do that without hurting your back? Here we go. Number one, drop your shoulders. Number two, big breath. through the nose. Number 3, hip hinge. Keep my chin tucked. Now get low. Go way down, grab it, and you pull it up without twisting. Now you're straight on. See? Okay, here we go. Push the butt back. I'm gonna go down and put it at the front of my foot here, right there on the ground. Come back up, okay? So you notice as I was approaching the put down, you see I was turning into this angle. That's kind of an important thing to remember, okay? You ready? Drop your shoulders. I'm gonna go pick them up. Swing the butt back, shoulders are down, big breath. And exhale. And after you pick them up, then you turn forward into neutral. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times on both sides. Are you ready? It's because it's so fun. Turn. See, my feet are pretty well in a squat type position. They're turned out just a bit. I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna go down, push my butt back, put those weights down, come back up. Reach to the side, come back in, go down, push the butt back, grab, and you come up and then you turn. See that? Here we go. Turn onto the other side, right there in front of the toe. Hopefully you didn't put them on your toe, and then you turn. Now I'm going to go back and get them. See? I turned here. Soften my knees. Push my butt back. Keep my back very extended. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Grab, pull, and then turn. See that? One more time. Here we go. Down. Come back up. Right here. Turn. Grab, pull, and then turn. You got it? Yes. Good. Okay. Both weights. Let's put them right on top of the shoulders. It's going to be a little different focus. It's about calves, right? So now, instead of 15 pounds, I've got 24 pounds coming down my spine. Okay, now I want to go into my toe box. I want to lift my heels. I want to really contract through the calf. My knees are soft. Breath. And just by doing this, just this very little lifting move, it should make you want to breathe deeper. Why? Because you're working. Yeah, that's the whole thing. You're working. Take a breath. Heels up, heels up, heels up, heels up, heels up. Open your toes. Don't squeeze your toes together. Splay your toes if you can. As you're doing this all-important heel lift. Okay, now stay right there. Take a big breath. Now I want you to do one at a time. You're going to push your butt back, and you're going to lift your toe up with your heel down. See that? You're going to swing to the side. You're going to lift your toe like it's trying to touch the front shin bone. Yeah, it won't, but that's the cueing for it. Okay, hip hinge, pull, pull. So we're just doing a repeated pull with a weight load coming right down. That's why I want you to keep your shoulders down. I want to keep your rib cage up, and you're just hip hinged a tiny bit. I am not bending at my waist here at all. Okay, go to the other one. It's a pull. It's a pull. Now, if you want to make this kind of a toe lifting thing really work, well, do it off the edge of your pillow. See, I won't do that right now, but you can do it on a stair. Okay, put your hands on those weights, curl them right back down. And now we're going to go into split stance because that's going to call forth our calf in the back. You're pressing in there. Say rib cage up, and you're going to do one at a time. So I'm going to go here, pull, here, and here's what I want you to start thinking. I want this to be a very smooth perpetual motion machine. They don't have any stopping and starting. I keep constantly saying rib cage up. Breathe in through my nose. Rib cage up. Shoulders down. And I keep this kind of a pull just going the whole time. Breath, breath. Do not round those shoulders. Say rib cage up. Ah, breath. Stay with me. When you bring that elbow up, make sure you're not flaring it. See how I bring it right close to my waist? Yeah, okay. Take a big breath. Switch leg position. Split stance. And always, always, if you struggle with your balance, simply widen your base. Don't widen your base by turning your foot. Okay, so widen your base however you need. Now, drop your shoulders. Tight tummy. Bring your hands right here. And go push back. Push back. See how I'm using the back part of the muscles now? So it's a big breath. Breath. Push back. And just bring those arms forward. When you push the weight back, contract the backs of your arms. Take just a second and just go, oh, right there, right there, right there. Pull, 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 and bring it back up. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna put these weights down. See that? I'm gonna turn it to 18. Woo, we got lots of time. So, because I'm emphasizing, and we've used our hands a lot, heavier weights, I'm gonna go ahead and put my weights all the way up. I'm gonna pick up an 18-pound weight. So you pick up whatever is extremely heavy for you. And we're gonna end with our toes turned out just a bit. And we're gonna just go down as far as we can and push into our heels and come up and squeeze your butt. So we don't have to go all the way to the floor. Our toes will turn out just a slight bit. And then make sure the knees stay tracking over the feet, the toes. We're only gonna do about 6. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, heavy weight. Let it just go down, pressing into your feet, especially into your heels, just a bit. Squeeze. Here we go. Big breath. And come back. Squeeze. Just about 3 more. And come back. You don't have to go all the way down. You get great benefit by just going as far as you can. And then come back, squeeze your butt. Here we go, as far as you can, as far as you can, as far as you can. And then come back, and this is the last one, this is the last one. Here we go. Big breath, and bring it back. Squeeze, yay. I'm gonna bring this weight over here. And I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna stop the way we started. Step into the chair, come back. Using a chair assist, I'm gonna open this hip right here. I'm gonna reach my head back just for a second. Then I'm gonna come right here, use my hand if I need to here, come up. Don't put any stress on your joints. See, you come down and you just press your hips forward and get a little recovery going. Don't lift your chin, just pull your head back, push your hips forward. Drop your shoulders, and then come back. And then get ready to come up in this stance. Pull, pull. See how I did that? See that little tiny pull? Wow, that's so helpful right there. Pull, Do it several times. Keep your chin tucked. Pull that toe back. And you've got the chair hanging on to. And you come up and you're ready to go shovel snow. Anyway, I hope this was very helpful to many of you. Bye.